to another podcast with Investing Education Academy. We're doing something a little different. Number one, it's a different time. So you're probably thinking, why are these guys live right now? This is not normal. You are correct. Number two, we're not going to fully talk about the stock market today. We're going to kind of touch on some things, but very lightly. As you all know, for Investing Education Academies, we believe in diversification. Part of diversification includes investing in more things, but we're going to name a couple right now. Primarily the stock market, cryptocurrency, real estate, and entrepreneurship. These are things that we solely believe will help change the trajectory of most people's lives if they choose to invest in it. So, as you all know, Investing Education Academy has a private investment group called the IEA Portfolio Panthers. We invest in cryptocurrency, real estate, private equity deals. We're part owners in a jet company. We're part owners in a vending machine company. We're part owners in a lot of startups. So, for those of you all who didn't know, we're out here. So we're investing in things. The market right now is still topsy turvy, and a lot of people are trying to figure out what to do with their money. And we always talk about the market, and the long game is true. You really have to look at the market for the long game of it, but you also have to diversify. Many people inside of Investing Education Academy built significant wealth in the real estate market. Now, to give a reference, our group, the IEA Portfolio Panthers, not too long ago bought some beachfront property in Ghana. That beachfront property in the last 9 months, it has almost increased by 50% in value. This is raw land. We haven't done anything with it yet. We had the survey done, and we were about to head out to Ghana to put eyes on it. So, Leon, before I show a video, so all you all get to see a video of the land, where it's located, and you'll get to see as much as we know right now. But before we do that, Leon, did you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, so I mean, it's an important point you just made. Most of, and I'll say because Brent and I are in the same boat as everybody else, most of our stock portfolios right now are down because the market is down about 15%. Generally, tech stocks are down closer to 25%. But as Brent just said, the property that we purchased about 8 to 10 months ago is up almost 50%. So that's helped buffer, a lot of the losses. Well, not losses, a lot of the drawdowns, they call it, because we haven't sold, so it's not necessarily a loss. But the drawdown we're seeing in our accounts right now is buffered by this close to 50% gain that we've seen on this land, this beachfront property land in Ghana that Brent's going to show you in a minute. So, it's a testament to diversification, right? I mean, we're in crypto, we're in stocks, we're also now in international land, and we're moving into real estates as well. That we'll be touching on that in the coming months inside IEA. So this is just an example of showing how everyone should diversify and the benefits of it. Because again, the thing we diversified in is up 50%, where our stock portfolios are down anywhere from 15% to some people are down north of 50%. So this would be a good example, and this would be Brent and I's first time setting foot in Africa. So we leave this coming weekend, and we'll be there for a couple weeks. And we're excited about going to Africa generally, but we're definitely excited about the investment opportunities that we see in Africa that we're going to be exploring while we're there.
Yeah, and actually, we'll show the video now, but stick around after you see the video, because we're going to tell you what else we're working on in Africa, in Ghana specifically right now. So what you're about to see is the survey we had done of the property we bought with our investment group, the IEA Portfolio Panthers. The surveyors, we paid them to go out, survey the land. It is literally beachfront property. And our goal is to develop it as either Airbnb or some type of property to flip. But it's big enough where we can put more than one dwelling on the property. So it may be a situation, a couple years from now, some of you all might watch this. And for Investing Education Academy members, as we start to accumulate real estate throughout the world, we're going to be offering it this to stay at discounts to members. And then those in the IEA Portfolio Panthers, it's going to be it's just something different. But for anybody in our ecosystem, the benefits are going to start increasing. Like as we grow, the benefits of membership will increase as well. So again, what you're about to look at is the people doing the survey of our beachfront property. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat and we'll answer it the best we can. Can you see it?
Yeah. It's up.
All right.
We are putting a mark there for you, so that it will be easier for you to identify where your land is when you come.
And so that was them actually putting the markers in. So as he said, we can identify our property when we get there, which is going to be important because we're going to start talking to different construction companies. All right, and this is.
Hey, what's up? My name is Sean T, and welcome to.
This is
Wrong way.
the length of the property.
We are measuring the 200. Measuring the 200.
So where you see him walking, let me actually go back.
So
Where you see him walking is the beginning of the property.
200.
And as he starts walking, that's going to be where the property ends in reference to where the water is.
And as you can see, it's literally beachfront property. It's right on the water, which is awesome.
Yeah, you know, the cool thing is if you could sail directly across the water, you would end up in DC. So it's a very unique and special thing for us. I mean, also let's just call it what it is, where a lot of slave ships left. And to be able to go back to the place where many of our ancestors were taken from and go back as an owner is definitely special to Leon and I. But also just to have such a beautiful place to build and construct something new and create a new legacy on that space is an opportunity we're very excited about.
Yeah, and nothing we're excited about also that so Brent is actually been in contact with our neighbor. And I believe she's American, married to a Ghanaian. And the property that they're building, we actually saw where we were to see they're building a massive house on their property right next to ours. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, one of them is a chef, and they're going to be building some sort of like restaurant.
Yeah, they're building a restaurant.
Yeah, right on the back of the property. So that's going to be real cool. So anybody that stays in our place, our property, we'll have a restaurant right down the beach next door they can use.
Yeah, we're probably going to be shooting some video when we're there. So continuously check back to the Investing Education Academy Facebook group and check for us on Instagram, because we're going to be putting a lot of pictures up of, just videos about the country, some of the investments we're looking at, because we're going to be looking at more than just one investment. And this is a picture right now of what it looks like when it's not a rainy day. So it's palm trees and sand.
Beautiful.
Yes, definitely beautiful. So these are opportunities that are out there for those of you all who, want to participate. And Leon and I don't always talk about what we've done. We more so talk about what's happening like right here, right now. But there are a lot of opportunities out here. And like Leon made mention to, we're now connected with a realtor who's going to be leading the IEA real estate side domestically, looking for opportunities to invest in real estate, duplexes, different apartment buildings, single family homes, townhouses. We're going to get pretty heavy into a lot of these investment opportunities, because if you don't diversify in this economy, you look back at a later date and you think, well, what was I doing when the opportunities out there? Because that's what they are. They're opportunities, a lot of opportunities. What are you doing? What are you doing with this opportunity that's in front of you right now?
We are putting a mark.
Yeah, and there's no I mean, as we always say, we know with pretty high conviction that of course the stock market will come back and will go to all-time highs and all that's great. But 2000, for people that don't know, 2000 through 2010 was called the lost decade. And the reason it was called that is because if you had bought in 2001 and sold in 2010, you would have literally made no money. The market just went up and down, up and down, up and down. It didn't really move. Now that's kind of theoretical because people buy at all different times. So a lot of people probably did profit. But the point is that there are times in the stock market, where there may be times where you're just not making any money. Hopefully not losing, but not necessarily making. And this is an example. Again, we bought this property about 10 months ago. We're already up almost 50% in it. And this is before we built anything. So we're looking at some ideas doing, like Brent said, maybe an Airbnb, maybe like a mini resort, or a combination of the two. And so once we actually build the property, start, getting people in there, generating rental income, it's just going to boost the value of it. So you definitely want to diversify. Diversification is a huge, important step in any sort of investing, and not just the diversification within stocks, asset diversifications like real estate, like land, like we have here, gold, silver, cryptocurrency, all that.
Yep.
Diversification is very important.
And what we're going to be looking at, the other thing that we said, there's more to come. When we go, we're staying in an Airbnb in a condominium complex, and we realized that, well, why should we be paying somebody to stay? Why don't we buy our own condo? So we're talking to our group about buying a condo when we go there as well, and that way, when we go to stay while our land is being developed, we can stay in our own property. These are things that you do to truly grow tremendous wealth later on in life, is making very different decisions early on in life. And we hope you all make the decision to join Investing Education Academy, because we don't want to just show you pictures of these things. We want you to be a part of the group that's investing, or even more importantly, a part of the group that's receiving part of the rent every month. Mm-hmm. So, that time is coming. I hope you're part of that journey with us. And continue to check in for pictures. If you have questions about, what we see on the ground there, ask us. We'll do our best to answer the questions while we're there. Leon and I are going to have a pretty deep meeting. This is a business trip for us, which means it's a write-off. So we're going to be spending this time period really digging deep into IEA, what's working, what's not working, what else can we give, where are additional opportunities to give benefits, and how do we get more people involved in some of the bigger things that Investing Education Academy is doing, because we're doing it and we want you to be part of it. Anything to say before we go, Lee?
Nah, that's it. So like Brent said, we're going to be documenting our trip. We'll be there for 2 weeks, so we'll be documenting through the whole 2 weeks. So like you said, check out Facebook group, check out the membership community. We'll be putting pictures and videos from the trip into both locations. So you better follow along with us.
Yep. Everybody, thank you so much for continuing to support us, believe in what we're doing. We look forward to showing you properties like this all throughout the world at one point in time. And you can say, you know what? I remember when they showed that first video, August the 3rd, 2022, and now they show us videos from around the world all the time. But this is our first international property that we've purchased, and we look forward to building it out. And we'll also document that process and show you all along the way, because I'm sure it'll be some hiccups, but I'm also sure we'll push through it and we'll make it profitable and fun.
And last thing is our we'll get back to our stock picks once we get back from the trip. So that'll be towards the end of the month. We'll be really tied up with this everything in Ghana for the next 2 weeks. So once we get back stateside, we'll then pick back up with our weekly podcast stock picks. Which, by the way, as we mentioned, starting in August, the picks will only be available on our membership platform starting once we get back in August. So just FYI on that.
Yep. All right.